Have you ever looked at someone successful and thought, they're so lucky. They were born with talent. They had the right opportunities. But what if I told you that the biggest part of success is the part no one ever sees? Nobody sees the mornings when you wake up before the sun. Nobody sees the nights when you question everything. Nobody sees the failures, the tears, the sacrifices, the loneliness, the self-doubt, or the moments when quitting feels like the easiest choice. People only see the victory. They don't see the thousands of invisible battles that came before it. And that's exactly what we're talking about today. Because if you're in that invisible season right now, this message is for you. Success is like an iceberg. The world only notices the small part floating above the water. The awards, the money, the followers, the applause, the dream house, the successful business, the perfect physique, the championship trophy. But underneath the surface lies something much bigger. Years of discipline, thousands of hours of practice, countless failures, missed parties, early mornings, late nights, broken confidence, financial struggles, moments where no one believed. That's the real success story. The invisible part. And here's the truth. If you can't survive the invisible part, you'll never experience the visible part. Most people quit because they mistake silence for failure. They work hard for 1 month. Nothing changes. They work for 3 months. Still nothing. 6 months. No recognition. 1 year. Still nobody notices. So they stop. Not because they weren't capable, but because they expected applause before the results. Here's something you need to remember. The seed grows underground long before anyone sees the tree. Just because people don't see your progress doesn't mean progress isn't happening. Every day you choose discipline over excuses, you're growing. Every workout no one applauds, you're growing. Every page you study, you're growing. Every rejection you survive, you're growing. Every time you choose consistency instead of comfort, you're growing. Growth is invisible before it becomes undeniable. The hardest part isn't the work. The hardest part is believing in yourself when there's no evidence yet. Can you keep going when nobody is clapping? Can you stay focused when nobody believes? Can you keep improving when nobody notices? That's where champions are created. Not under the spotlight, but in the shadows. Because character is built in private. Confidence is built in private. Discipline is built in private. Success is simply the public display of years spent mastering yourself in private. Think about an arrow. Before it flies forward, it has to be pulled backward. Life often feels the same. Sometimes you're not moving backward because you're failing. You're moving backward because you're preparing for a greater launch. The setbacks, the delays, the disappointments, the closed doors. They may actually be positioning you for something bigger than you imagined. Don't confuse preparation with punishment. Sometimes life is stretching you because where you're going requires a stronger version of you. Nobody talks about how lonely success can feel. There are days when your own family doesn't understand your dream. Friends stop calling. People laugh at your goals. Some even hope you fail. Not because you're doing something wrong, but because your ambition reminds them of the dreams they abandoned. Don't let their comfort become your limit. Not everyone will understand your vision. And they don't have to. Because the dream wasn't given to them. It was given to you. Every successful person has a chapter they don't like talking about. The bankrupt years. The rejected applications. The failed businesses. The sleepless nights. The depression. The anxiety. The mistakes. The embarrassment. The moments they almost gave up. Those chapters aren't signs of weakness. They're proof that greatness demands resilience. The people you admire today didn't avoid pain. They learned how to continue despite it. The world rewards consistency more than intensity. Anyone can be motivated for one day. Anyone can work hard for 1 week. Anyone can chase a goal for 1 month. But can you stay committed for years? Even when nothing exciting is happening? Success isn't built during moments of motivation. It's built during ordinary Tuesdays. During boring Wednesdays. During quiet Saturdays. When nobody is watching. When nobody cares. When quitting would be easy. That's when your future is being decided. Imagine if bamboo could speak. For years after it's planted, nothing appears above the ground. People would think it's dead. A waste of time. But beneath the surface, its roots are spreading, growing stronger, preparing. Then one day, it shoots upward at an incredible speed. People call it overnight success. But it wasn't overnight. It was years of invisible preparation. Maybe that's your story too. Maybe your roots are growing. Maybe your breakthrough isn't late. Maybe it's simply being prepared. Comparison is one of the fastest ways to destroy your confidence. You compare your beginning to someone else's 10th year. You compare your first video to someone's 1000th. Your first business to someone's empire. Your first workout to someone's decade of training. Stop doing that. Everyone has a different timeline. Your race is not their race. Your story is not their story. The only person you need to be better than is the person you were yesterday. The strongest people aren't those who never feel fear. They're the ones who keep moving despite fear. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's action in the presence of fear. Every successful person you've ever admired was afraid. They simply refused to let fear become the author of their future. Fear asks, "What if I fail?" Faith answers, "What if I succeed?" Which voice will you listen to? There will be days when you don't feel motivated. Those are the days that matter most. Because motivation gets you started. Discipline keeps you going. Discipline doesn't ask how you feel. It asks what needs to be done. Some days you'll feel unstoppable. Other days you'll feel exhausted. Show up anyway. Because consistency beats emotion every single time. Don't underestimate small improvements. 1 extra page every day. 1 extra workout every week. 1 better decision every morning. 1 healthier meal. 1 hour less scrolling. 1 more attempt. Tiny actions repeated over time become extraordinary results. The difference between average and exceptional is often invisible in the beginning, but enormous over the years. There is a version of you waiting in the future. Stronger. Wiser. Healthier. More confident. More disciplined. More successful. That version of you is hoping. Begging. Praying. That today's version refuses to quit. Don't disappoint the person you're becoming. One day people will call you lucky. They'll say you appeared out of nowhere. They'll say your success happened overnight. Smile. Because you'll know the truth. You'll remember the mornings nobody saw. The nights nobody celebrated. The failures nobody noticed. The tears nobody witnessed. The prayers nobody heard. The sacrifices nobody appreciated. The discipline nobody applauded. And you'll understand something powerful. Success wasn't built on the day you won. It was built on every day you almost gave up, but didn't. So if you're struggling today, if you're tired, if you're frustrated, if you're wondering whether it's worth continuing, Hear this carefully. The invisible season is not a wasted season. It's the season where strength is built. It's where character is forged. It's where resilience is created. It's where future leaders are made. Keep learning. Keep improving. Keep showing up. Keep believing. Even when nobody notices. Even when nobody understands. Even when progress feels painfully slow. Because one day, everything you've done in silence will speak louder than words. One day your consistency will become confidence. Your discipline will become freedom. Your struggles will become wisdom. Your sacrifices will become success. And when that day comes, people will only see the victory. But you'll remember every invisible step that made it possible. So don't quit. Don't slow down. Don't let temporary pain steal a permanent dream. Keep going. Keep building. Keep believing. Because the part of success that nobody sees is the part that changes everything. Your future is being written today. One decision. One habit. One effort. One courageous step at a time. Stay patient. Stay humble. Stay disciplined. And remember this for the rest of your life. The world celebrates the results, but destiny is shaped in the moments no one is watching. Your invisible work is not invisible to your future. Keep going. Your story is just getting started.